This is the third video for this lesson, and we are working on U.S. conversions. That means that we're using conversion units from the U.S. Charts, basically. We will get to some metric conversions on the next lesson. Alright, so on this we're going to convert 2,304 acres, square miles. This is something I'm sure you'll need your conversion chart for. So we have 2,304 acres. I'm going to write that over 1, and we are converting that to square miles. You can also write that miles squared if that's helpful. My acres have to go here because that's what I'm trying to cancel out, right? My acres have to be on the diagonal. Now, let's look this up. There are 640 acres in 1 square mile, so that means we will be dividing. There's the cancellation of my units. So 2,304 divided by 640, and that equals 3.6 square miles. And you know you can write it miles to the second power just like I did up above. On the next one, we're taking 24 fluid ounces. Write that over 1. Remember, if it's not per something, then we just write over 1 every time. We are going to multiply that, right, times. Okay, so we're going to cubic inches, and we're converting from fluid ounces. We've got, okay, now we're going to put in our numbers. If you look on your chart, you'll find 1.805 cubic inches in 1 fluid ounce. We're able then to eliminate fluid ounces. We multiply 24 times 1.805, and that will give us 43.32, and we'll round that to a whole number, 43 cubic inches, or a number with 2 significant digits like the 24, and then we are finished with that one. Okay, we just have 2 more, and these are a couple of word problem conversions. The first one says, if the circumference of each tire on a vehicle is approximately 88 inches, how many miles will the vehicle travel when the tires make 12,000 revolutions? So we're going from inches to miles. Now we don't happen to have inches to miles on our conversion chart, so we're going to convert inches to feet and then feet to miles. But first we're going to just multiply 12,000 times 88 to see how many inches are in 12,000 revolutions. We could set this up as part of the conversion, but I feel like it's more confusing to do it that way. So we're just going to go ahead and multiply first and find out how many inches are there in 12,000 revolutions, and then we'll go from there. So we're going to set this up 1056,000 over 1, that's inches. We are converting then inches to feet. And that's simply because we don't have that conversion factor. You don't have to figure it out. You can just do it this way, and I want you to see one like this anyway. Sometimes you have to convert because you don't have some of the units that you need on your conversion chart, so you convert to one to get to another, and that's perfectly fine. And then we're going to put our numbers in, right? 1 foot is 12 inches. There's something that equals 1. 1 mile is 5,280 feet, also equals 1. So I'm going to end up with this. 1, 2, 3. Make sure I get all my zeros in there. 12 times 5,280. When I'm dividing by 12 times 5,280, you may want to use your calculator, or use parentheses to make sure you get that right. Just be careful with your calculating and double check. 16.6, and the 6 is repeating. We are going to round that to 17 miles. All right, we're multiplying and dividing here, so we're going to go with 17 to have it the same number of significant digits in the numbers given in the problem. Okay, so here's our last one. A reservoir has a capacity of 9,000 cubic feet. How long will it take to fill the reservoir at the rate of 250 gallons per minute? So we need the cubic feet to be in gallons, and then we also have to figure out how much time this is going to take. And so this one might be a little bit trickier than some of the other ones that we've talked about. We have 9,000 cubic feet, and we're going to write that over 1. We need to convert to gallons, or cubic feet to gallons. This is actually another conversion factor, 250 gallons per minute, that's actually given in the problem. And that will happen sometimes with these word problems, so you'll have to be on the lookout for that. So gallons per cubic foot. And then this tells us, now I have to put my gallons on the bottom. So 250 gallons each minute. Right, that's what that's telling us. But I can say 1 minute is 250 gallons. So it's okay to write it that way. We have to, because we have to be able to cancel out our units. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and put this 7. Since I didn't have to find that from the chart, this one comes from the chart. 7.48 gallons in 1 cubic foot. Now, my cubic feet cancel. My gallons cancel, but this said, how long will it take? And so that's going to be time. That means it's just going to be in minutes. 9,000 times 7.48 divided by 250. So that is 269.28. And then we're going to round that. So the least the least accurate number we have is to 9,000 cubic feet. We can't really round this to thousands, but we can round it like the 250 gallons. So 270 minutes. And that's how much time it will take. If you would like to go ahead and convert that, you could divide it and write it as 4.5 hours, which is also a conversion, or 4 hours and 30 minutes. You know, any of those, either of those would be okay. All right, so that's the end of this lesson. We have a bunch more conversions coming up, and then some other direct measurement kind of things in the rest of this chapter. Bye, everyone.